1990 World Rally Championship, the 38th Safari Rally. The overall course length is 4,169 kilometers, and the temperature can rise to over 30 degrees. This year, Daihatsu again entered 4 charades. Once again, the Charade, nicknamed the Brave Little Car and the Little Giant Killer, took on the Safari Challenge, and again, it succeeded. Against the epic landscape of Africa and the world's most awesome four-wheel drive competition, the little two-wheel drive Charade again took to the trail. April the 12th, 1990. At 10 a.m., racing fans watched the rally begin. Safari comes from the Swahili word meaning journey. The temperature was 31 degrees Celsius. The competition included a formidable array of four-wheel drive vehicles. The defending champion, Lancia Delta Integral, the Toyota Celica GT4, the Subaru Legacy, the Audi 90 Quattro, the Nissan 200 SX, the Golf GTI, and the Galant VR4. At 10:50, car number 62, Patney's Charade, approaches the starting line. This year, Daihatsu entered 2 types of Charade, the double overhead camshaft 3-cylinder 12-valve GT-TI and the 4-cylinder 16-valve 1300cc model. One after another, the 4 Charades set out on the ultimate challenge. The Safari Rally is nicknamed the Car Breaker Rally, an indication of what the African continent can do. This year in Kenya, there was driving rain and an abnormally low average temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. The road conditions were the worst in 13 years. The drivers were unable to use their carefully prepared pace notes. They had to drive with their attention strictly focused on the road surface. In the Safari Rally, the servicing and maintenance are also an important part of the race, and each member of the team works to conserve every possible second. Car number 50, Guy's Charade, completes its planned service check and sets off on the second half of the first stage. About 6 hours from the start, the rally cars hit the toughest part of the first sector, Taita Hill. Every year, this section, over a rocky surface exposed by rain, forces many drivers to quit the rally. Jack Guy in car number 50 was in an excellent position in his Charade Turbo, but then he suffered a mishap. A truck that was passing through this section became bogged down and blocked the rally course. Guy had to drop out. On the first day of the rally, 24 cars quit the race, victims of the harsh conditions. The start of the second sector. Only 25 cars leave the departure point in Nairobi. With only 1/4 of the race completed, already half the cars have quit. But this now puts the Charades in a favorable position. In the African terrain, conditions change rapidly, but the drivers push their cars to the maximum. The roads are even worse than anticipated, and every car suffers more damage than expected. 10 hours after the start of the second sector, car number 31, Anthony Charade, is back in Nairobi. The third sector begins on April the 14th, and the 18 surviving vehicles take off for Eldred. The start of the fourth sector, a midnight run through a mountainous area. Now there are only 12 cars left, and they take off from Eldred. Two of them, numbers 62 and 31, are charades that now seem poised for a shot at the title. Anthony Charade, car number 31, sailed through the darkness, but now there's trouble. The Daihatsu maintenance team have heard that there are problems, and they wait anxiously. At 7:45 a.m., Anthony Charade pulls into the service area, with damage to the right headlight, oil cooler and radiator. The team go quickly into action. Through the fine efforts of the maintenance team, Anthony Charade is soon raring to go again. As the maintenance team watches, car number 31 returns to the course. Now there's only 1,017 kilometers left to the finish in Nairobi. The two tough charades, cars number 31 and 62, blast over the rough African road, heading toward their goal. (15:28), April the 16th. Number 62, Patni's Charade, completing the 4,169-kilometer African Safari Rally in almost exactly 100 hours, crosses the finish line. The team of Ashok Patni and Bob Khan bring their Charade in first in the A1 class and 9th overall. Car number 31, with its team of Steve Anthony and Philip Valentine, finishes second in the A1 class and 10th overall. The tough Daihatsu Charade was the only two-wheel drive car to complete the entire Safari Rally, beating many four-wheel drive cars in its 7th rally victory in this class. A proud performance once again. From Daihatsu.